I'm not like a quick fuck. It would have been a whole night thing.
Period. She'll like text me and be like, I'm just going to bed now. It's like 9 a.m. I'm like, what were you doing? She goes, fucking all day. Like, it's 9 a.m.
We're having a little talk.
Okay, guys, I'm doing something really fucking stupid right now. We have an emergency debrief situation. Hi, this is Hallie from the streets of New York. Guys, I had every intention of staying in last night. Hey, welcome. Can you hear me? We're back.
Extra dirty. Can
Extra
you hear
dirty.
me?
We're getting filthy. We're getting sweaty.
Nice.
Can you hear me? Okay.
That was really good.
Welcome back to Extra Dirty. I'm here with my favorite motherfucker, Lauren.
We have so much to discuss.
We have so much to catch up on. I haven't sat down in front of the mic in like a week and a half, I don't think.
And we've done so much in that week and a
we've
half.
done so much. We've conquered so much. We came, we saw, we came again, and we conquered.
We've been in so many countries.
I know, they almost didn't let me in the fucking country of Europe, which I thought was very rude. I don't understand. Okay, so I have a passport that apparently is expiring. It says it's expiring on September 24th, 2025. So you'd think that wouldn't be just like a suggestion.
I still don't understand that.
So it's actually not a suggestion. It's kind of like a suggestion because like there's 3-month rules and 6 months.
It's a suggested expiration date.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, babe. So we just went to Europe. We just went to Mykonos. Mm-hmm. We had the best time ever.
We had the best time. The best trip of my life.
It really solidified just the vibes. It was the best kickoff to the summer. The best people on the trip. I don't think 8 people have ever gotten along so cohesively and pleasantly
in the history
of people existing.
No, it was like, let's just start from the beginning.
Okay.
I
mean, the beginning was rough. I almost had a heart attack in the beginning.
The beginning was rough.
Of this fucking passport situation.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you.
My mom did all the research. Yeah. Will Hallie be let in? And it was a yes. And then we get to the airport. Okay. I was there a little early. I got in no problem. Although it did say that we needed wheelchairs. We fixed that. And then Hallie shows up. And you take it away.
So you showed up with your fiance.
Mm-hmm.
I showed up with my fiance, Graydon. And we get to the airport. We're so excited. I dropped like so much money on fucking clothes, so much fucking money on the first class flight. Like we put a lot into this fucking trip and we're so excited. We get to the desk.
You packed like 2 weeks early.
I was so excited.
Like,
okay.
You were ready.
And this woman at the front desk was ready to take away all my dreams and hopes. So we get to the front desk and I was checking my bag as Graydon checks his luggage. And then I hand her my passport and she goes, oh my God, like you just missed the cutoff. And I was like, oh my God. And then she swipes it and she goes, you did not make it. You could not come. Hands me back so casually, just hands me back the passport and was like, no. And then she goes, I'm going to try to call the UK and then pretends like call the fucking UK. Like as if like Mr. like who's the king there?
The king.
As if the king's going to be like, can Hallie come? And she acted like the king said no.
I have a girl here with huge tits. Can she come?
Yeah. She acted like I had cocaine stuffed in my fake implants. That's how she was treating me.
Yeah.
She hands me back my passport and looks at Graydon and goes, are you going to go or like, are you going to like go back home with her? Like, what are you going to do? And we were white as a ghost. I almost like threw up on her.
And meanwhile, all the texts that I'm getting are just Hallie can't go. Like Hallie can't go.
Yeah.
That's it. And I'm like calling, no one's picking up.
Because I was having a panic attack.
Right. And I'm like, can someone pick up the fucking phone? Because I know that I was like, where did you guys go? What lady did you guys see? Call me. Graydon calls me. Jordan had literally looked at me. He was like, I'm not going to touch this. I'm going to go into the lounge. You look like you're going to deal with this. I was ready to walk right back out of security. Like, you should have seen me, Hallie. I wish you saw me because you would have hated it.
You would have dropped the bitch. Like, but this lady just handed me back my passport as if like it was, oh, sorry.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Bye.
Good luck on everything. Bye.
Uber's outside.
Yeah, you can leave that way. I was like, literally go fuck yourself and die. I hope she's watching this. Die. No, I was just kidding. Die.
So finally I get a hold of them and I'm like, where did you guys go? And they're like, we just went to the kiosk. I'm like, okay, well, you don't just go to the kiosk. We have first class flights. Go to this like premium check-in, talk to this guy. He just helped me figure out our shit and he's waiting for you.
Yeah.
And you guys went?
We go through and like he's like typing everything to the computer and he goes, have fun. And it was like nothing. So it was just one girl at the random kiosk that like decided to like ruin my whole life. Didn't want me to go to the country of Europe. Fuck that bitch. But the other guy was so nice and kind and was exuding kindness, which you do when you're going on a Euro trip to Mykonos with your besties. You exude kindness.
I stayed on the phone with you guys while you were doing this, and all I heard when you got the passport back, just being like, have fun, all I heard was Greta and on the other line being like, damn, she was right.
Yeah.
Because I know both of you were probably there like, what is this person gonna do? Why is she sending us here?
I almost threw up in that moment.
Yeah.
I almost passed away. I almost caused a fucking scene. It would have been all over the internet. I would have been that crazy Karen at the fucking airport throwing bags and shit. Imagine.
I would have loved to see that.
Imagine. That would have honestly been the funniest crash out ever. But I would have figured out a way to get, I would have had to like figure it out. But like, I would have figured it out.
You would have figured it out.
I would have.
It would have like probably cost you like another 5 to 10K, but you would have figured it out.
I would have come.
Yeah.
So anyways, we get in and we're like all giggling about it. We're sitting in the lounge. I order like a massive glass of wine. It was like a half bottle. I'm like guzzling it down like there's no fucking tomorrow. I'm so stressed out. My heart's like beating like 90 million beats a minute. And we're like, thank God we finally got through. So our flight gets called to board. And you know how they like call people like when it's like, oh, extra security check for so-and-so on like the loudspeaker that the whole airport can hear? They're like, Joe Schmo, Teddy Kruger, or Freddy Krueger, and then Hallie Batchelder, please come to the front desk. And I was like, here we go.
My heart sunk.
Here we go.
Jordan
started praying. He got down to his knees. I thought he was going to go down on Lauren.
And they started praying. And they just looked at her passport and were like, here you go. Have fun.
And I was like, God is testing me today.
I was like, what the fuck?
God did not want me to come.
And then we land in Nice.
Yeah.
And we're going through, they have like the new passport control where it's like electronic now and you like scan your passport. Hallie's passport is so fucked up. Like 10 years of water damage on this fucking passport.
I know, I think I'm like 6 on it, honestly. Like doesn't even look like me.
And it's just like not going through. No green, just red. And the security's like, come to the left. Come this way. And we're like, they're not gonna let her in. Like, fuck. So
I don't know.
And then you got through. And then it was like smooth sailing.
We had so much fun the first night. So how we did the trip is we all met in Nice. It was me, Graydon, Lauren, her fiance Jordan, and then Lauren, Alex Cooper's best friend. And we all met in Nice, and then we just stayed there for one night, and then took a PJ from Nice
to Mykonos.
That took
best like 48 hours of my life.
The first dinner though.
Yeah.
The dinner
so
of friendship, we call it. The dinner of friendship. I will say, I found some chocolates in my fridge before the trip.
Which is mind blowing. Like
off brand for me.
Off brand.
I never do shrooms.
Completely.
On
But you showed up with like 5 different bags of shrooms, all different.
We didn't take any of them on the trip, by the way.
Only that first night.
Only that first night in Nice before dinner.
On like 4 hours of sleep each.
It was the funniest, giggliest dinner.
And worst dinner. Like the food was...
I don't even remember the dinner because I was giggling so hard. We were all taking pictures. Like I was tripping so much sack. I took the chocolate, like just like the smallest little corner before I took a nap. And then I woke up from my nap, guys. I woke up from my slumber and all I saw, it was like the walls were just moving and like you could see texture and like they looked furry. And I was like, holy fucking dog
like
shit.
Imagine waking up from a peaceful slumber hot like with moving walls. Like
it was amazing
for that.
I loved it, but I was kind of having a panic attack.
Yeah,
because I don't
you walked into my room like nibbling on your thumb. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I was hungry.
No, she was like like I could tell something was wrong
because your hair looks fucking crazy on shrooms.
I know.
It looks like I could sail like a boat on your hair when I'm on the
like
shroomies.
So true.
No,
yeah, we were in Tahoe and those kids were doing acid. They looked at me and they were like, and I was like,
Because her hair is so beautiful. You should like do a Lancome partnership or something. Tresemme.
Yeah.
I cannot.
Do shrooms and look at Lauren Fishman's
Yeah.
hair.
And I can be in the video and I'll just be like,
No, but it's actually insane. Like when people are high and they look at me, they're like,
yeah. They run
because something
from her.
is either like I'm really, they run from me because like something like there's like snakes coming out of my hair. I'm turning into
There's-
Medusa.
Yeah, tattoos, like
right.
lots of gold jewelry. You look like a pirate almost. Like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like
you look
the-
like Jack Sparrow.
Dun, dun,
Or,
dun,
or
dun.
like, yeah, Jack Sparrow.
Jack
but like
Sparrow.
in a
Chic
cute,
way.
chic
Yassified.
Jack, yeah, yassified Jack Sparrow. Beautiful and gorgeous.
Yep. But Hallie walks into her room and like I hadn't known that she had done shrooms. And I was like, what? And then I got a text message. I was like, oh.
Yeah. And then we all did it. It was the best, giggliest dinner. But I thought
Such a
everything
funny
was so
dinner.
aesthetic.
Yeah, we were all taking like photos of
It's like the wall. I was like,
walls.
this will be great for the dump.
Yeah, and then we looked at the photo. It's like a.
I'll-
It's just like a.
Let's clip
It's a-
them.
it's a
That would
clip.
actually be.
It's a cliff.
We're gonna clip all the pictures of the fucking walls we took.
Yeah, like,
That we thought ate the house down fucking boots.
and then we all looked at them. And they're like half of them are blurry.
The next day we're like, what was in those chocolates?
Yeah, and we were all like, we literally all were just sitting there, trying to formulate conversation to which
'Cause-
nothing was coming out. So we were like, maybe we should play a game.
Well, someone suggested that at the table of adults.
We couldn't come up with a game to play, so we proceeded to sit in silence, and then we just figured it out. Like maybe we should just talk.
Well, no, someone suggested we play a game, and I was like,
I think it was
how about-
Graydon.
I was like, how about we not do that?
Graydon wanted to play a game.
Why would we play a game?
But then it took us like 5 minutes to decide on a game, and we couldn't even put that together.
everyone was high. It was crazy. But it was giggly and it was fun.
And then the worst food ever came out. Like
It was-
we need to clip the food. It was, I'm not kidding. It was an eggplant, maybe.
I just think it was a little too like acquired.
Foodie.
It was like too like Michelin.
And it
was
was like
very
foam,
curated.
a lot of foam.
A lot of like, yeah, egg yolk foam.
Foam.
It was like a foam pit in my mouth.
Ricotta and tomato and then foam.
Yeah.
It was really strange. But the drinks were good,
No,
I think.
the drinks
You
are
know,
great.
wait, one thing that I noticed in Europe, all the drinks are just syrup.
No, all right, this is something I want to talk about.
Yeah.
All the drinks are like sugary. And there's no fucking dirty martini in
Yeah.
a 30-mile radius. And it's very upsetting and disappointing to me.
And they are like,
And I want to speak to the king.
and I'm pretty sure like it's an olive region.
No,
Isn't-
you'd think
isn't
in like
France
well in
olive?
Greece, you'd think
In
that there would be
Greece?
like they would just like pluck olives out of their assholes and like the oceans and the Poseidons and all like the like
It's
olives.
a sea of olives.
Olive oil, isn't it found there?
Yeah.
You'd think there would be an olive near the olive oil. Just to put in
I
my
don't know
martini.
why they don't. On the last night, our hotel was probably the only place that had a dirty martini.
Hotel food was lovely. All right, let's bounce back.
Okay. Back we go.
I'm getting carried away on the fucking dirty martini rant. Now I want one.
Back to Nice.
And then we went to the airport, the PJ. That was the best 3-hour trip of my life.
Oh, the boys were yapping in the back. The girls were yapping in the front. It was so much fun.
It just like everyone got along so well.
Like, you would think that on a trip of 8 people, someone would be annoying.
We kept saying that.
Nobody.
Nobody was annoying.
Everyone was on the same page.
I thought I was going to be the annoying one. Because sometimes I can't sit still.
Yeah, because you just wouldn't want to go
But
home.
I was able to lounge on that beach.
Oh,
and that was
yeah.
fine.
Wait, actually though, that needs to be studied because
Yeah.
in our 6 years of friendship, I have never seen Hallie on a beach or sitting still. Like one time
I
at
have severe
Coachella,
ADHD.
at Coachella, Hallie maybe walked 20,000 steps just around the
I
house.
have anxiety, OCD, ADHD.
Okay.
Should I continue?
No, I got it.
Yeah. So I can't really sit still, but I will say, you always say this about the Nantucket beaches because you're like, let's go to the beach on Nantucket. I'm like, you have to like lug all the stuff to the beach, and then then I get a UTI because the sand's in the crack, and then the ocean's
potty.
cold, and like I have to go in the porta potty. There's no like nice luxurious bathroom nearby. And there's no one like waiting on you.
Yeah.
There was like servers.
Yeah.
Like we
No
could
one-
order a drink.
a Bloody
we could
Mary.
have lunch that was just like sprawled out for you. There was cabanas. There was shade if you wanted it. No shade if you wanted it. It was quiet.
No,
wanna
it
go
was
back.
actually
really
it was so perfect. Like every single day we had a lunch plan, and every single day
like a
other
lunch
than
day
one-
party.
Yeah,
like we were supposed to go to like a day club situation, I think every day except for the first day. And every morning we'd wake up and be like, guys,
should we just hang out
should
by
we
our
just
beach?
hang out on the beach?
And there was
And no one wanted to be the one to suggest it. And Alex would always be like, hey guys, I have a plan
she didn't want to like
and I have an idea. And we were like, thank God you said something because I literally couldn't imagine going to Skilos or Klilos or wherever the fuck. Scorpios.
well,
Love Scorpios. But like
that was
the last night. The last night we fucking sent it. Yeah.
And I drank all trip.
You did drink.
And for some reason I didn't wake up with a hangover there.
Because there's something about the European sun that just carries you. There is something about hangovers in the summer, I will say. I'm less likely to have a debilitating hangover, like on Nantucket, or like when it's hot and beautiful out. If I get outside and walk around,
I'm like, I will die.
no, but like if you like touch grass literally and like ground yourself in the earth, and
Cures.
like, it cures you.
It cures. Okay, maybe
Like
I'll
some
try
wind,
it.
some fresh air.
No, fine. That's true. And like a pool, like cold water.
Yeah.
Can't really submerge in the middle of winter in New York. We had those 3 incredible hours together in the PJ.
Yeah.
Me and Hallie like made a notes list of all the stories that we came like that just like were brought up that we had to share with you. This was brought up on the flight because one, we were worried that we were gonna like we didn't want to turn up the music, we didn't want to disturb the captain. We, so all of a sudden the plane is like bouncing up and down. They have to land it for us. So
I mean, when would that have happened?
it wouldn't, but that's how we were joking.
No, yeah. We were just kidding.
And this is how we got into it was when I was at Bucknell, the juniors and seniors, they would always go to like Punta Cana or Cabo or some shit like that. And
Let's talk about the Bucknell boys.
the Bucknell boys. And actually so funny, I think the same Bucknell boys were actually in Mykonos with
I know,
Chizzy Mo like a week later, and they
I
like
just
called
saw
me.
his post.
Yeah. So those same Bucknell boys, it was this frat at Bucknell, Fiji frat.
Fiji frat at Bucknell.
Always
We're looking at you.
Yeah, they were always like a little bit of a problem, causing something, but they
Aren't
all
frat boys a fucking problem? Was it the lacrosse frat?
Yeah. So they went to Punta Cana for spring break, and I think two of them, something like that, were so barred out on this flight that one of them started peeing on the flight attendant. Yeah. Like this is also,
They're gonna love the fact that you're bringing up this story.
I also
again.
like hope that I'm retelling it accurately because I never got to go on one of those trips, but this is what I heard. And I think I was a senior when they were juniors, so this was happening in junior year. And they peed on the flight attendant because they were so fucked up.
Weren't they like hitting on the flight?
They were hitting on her, then they would peed on her.
Oh. How did they go from hitting on her to peeing on
They
her?
progressively got more and more barred out.
Did they pee their pants? Maybe.
I think they were like, I don't know. I think they were trying to pee, and then maybe she was walking by. Maybe they peed on her, or maybe she saw them peeing in their seats, something along those lines. But they had to.
Pee was involved.
Pee was involved, and they had to emergency land the plane like somewhere in Dallas.
Didn't they have to like strap them down?
I don't know, but maybe that would be really funny.
Like in their seatbelt.
That would be really fucking funny.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just embellishing the story now.
They were straitjacketed to their chairs.
No, that would make a better story.
Yeah.
But
And they had to emergency land this plane, and when you are the reason to an emergency landing, you have to like cover all the hotel costs for
everyone on
everyone on board, and then also
and
like
new flights.
get new flights. And then I'm also pretty sure that this kid is also banned from whatever airline it was, and which I think it was like Delta.
Wasn't it? Oh, that sucks. Love
Like Delta or like something like that. Like it was a nice airline, and I'm pretty sure they're banned.
Spirit.
And I think his dad was
Not happy. Now we can joke about it because it's so far in the past. I'm like trying to like figure out what vibe I'm on this summer because I feel like a little bit asexual right now.
Let's talk about that as well on the trip. Jordan.
Oh yeah.
Jordan was like
let's go back to
shocked.
Greece.
Jordan was shocked by you. He literally looked at me at one point and was like, Hallie can have any guy she wants.
That's so nice of him to say.
So kind. And he was like, but look at her. And I look at you. And you're like pretending to give like great in head or something like that. And he's like, but look at her. She wants nothing to do with them. And I was like, I know.
I'm on a girls trip with everyone I love. Everyone I love in the same room. We have Matt, Alex,
Yeah.
Lauren. We have Lauren, my Lauren here, Jordan, and Graydon, who's really like my boyfriend.
Yeah.
He's like, we're in a lavender marriage.
Oh,
I'm like, I don't want anyone penetrating this circle at all.
Yeah, because
like,
God forbid you miss the after,
God
the
forbid-
post game.
No, God forbid I miss an inside joke that you guys giggle about on the beach the next day, and then we can't all giggle together because I'll feel like I missed out.
That is such friendship.
That is friendship to
That's
its
such
core.
friendship.
But I'm also like, I was just being for the girls on that trip, really.
Yeah,
I thought it was gonna be a makeout.
there was a lot of men.
Yeah, I remember the owner of the
So
thing?
hot.
So hot. But I remember he was buying me a drink at the bar, and I wasn't even making eye contact with him. I was like looking.
Yeah,
for you
Hallie
guys,
was literally looking
scanning the room.
Yeah, Hallie was looking for us.
Because I love you guys.
I know.
And you guys are my friends. I don't care about, Thornos or whatever his name was.
Yeah. No, you wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
And every night we would just come back. We wouldn't leave too late. We were like ending our nights at 12:30, and then we would go and post game in the hot tub all together.
Yeah.
And you would fall asleep on the concrete.
Yeah.
And we'd continue chatting, and then we'd go to bed. Do it all over again.
Yeah.
Speaking actually of you and your boyfriend Graydon, we were in this like private little speakeasy that we found, which everyone should go to if you're in Mykonos. It's called Bolero, I think.
I can't see.
Yeah, it was Bolero. It was sick. And I'm looking like me and Hallie, we give a little peck to each other. We're so happy to be there. I'm like, love you. And then all of a sudden, I think Graydon felt left out. So
It wasn't all pack. We were like making out.
Yeah, I think we started making out. And I don't know.
That's what we do.
I don't know why. Like,
And
we
that's
just
what we do.
started making out.
Honestly, that's what a girls trip is about.
Yeah.
Making out with your girls.
And it was more of just like a, I love you. No, it was like, love you so much. I'm so happy
Love
to be
you.
here
And then
with
my
you.
mouth opens. Yeah.
And Graydon felt really left out. So all of a sudden I look, and Graydon so sensually like grabs Hallie's face.
Like the nape of my neck.
yeah,
like
turns her to the
his
side.
whole hand. Like he dipped me essentially.
Yeah, goes in. And I was like, oh, look, he's just going to give her a little peck. This man fully puts his tongue down Hallie's like throat and comes back for air. And I look at Hallie. She had a smile. She was like, and all of a sudden she's like,
It was
like,
really inappropriate.
she's absolutely horrified. And I look at Graydon and he's like,
Graydon. Graydon, get your fucking tongue out of my mouth and don't ever do that again.
Graydon's like hair tossing, and
Graydon
Hallie is absolutely horrified.
Graydon wanted everyone to make out that day.
Yeah. he made
Remember
out
when
with
Matt
me?
tried to set me up with Phineas and Ferb,
Yeah, that was really bad.
the private equity guy
Yeah.
that lied about having a house on Nantucket?
Yeah. You were like, what's the address? And he was like,
I go, and then he looked at me as if I like wronged him. I was like, it's a normal follow-up question. I said, where in Nantucket? Like that's kind of like what you do.
then you just like pull up a map.
And then he just like Googled like Nantucket and just like pulled out a map and just like clicked on something.
he was so weird.
He was so weird and his fucking teeth were all fucked up.
People are so weird. Like, how do you not have any social cues that we experienced this weekend?
He started singing opera.
Oh my God, he did.
No, he started
He's an
going,
opera singer.
"Oh," like it was crazy. And then we were like all going back because like Lauren like fancied his friend, not this Lauren, Alex's Lauren,
Yep.
fancied his friend. So we all like walked back to the Sprinter, and then he's like singing opera all the way fucking back to the Sprinter. Alex looks at him and is like,
No.
"Stop! You're not going on this van if you keep singing opera."
And Matt was like, and the guy was like,
The guy
looked at
was-
Matt and was like, is it bothering you? And he was like, it's not bothering me personally, but don't
don't-
fuck with my wife.
Do not fuck with my wife. Yeah.
So iconic.
No, he pulls him aside. He's like, "Bro, that like didn't really bother me that much, but like don't fuck with my wife."
Like,
And he was
so
like,
iconic.
He was like, period. And then he ended up hooking up with like one of the girls that
Who?
was like friends with the girl that like,
oh, that the other guy brought home. So he ended up getting lucky.
yeah, but like
He was weird.
he was really scary.
I thought he was a friend of Matt's. I didn't realize he was a friend of the guy that Lauren was trying to get
No,
with.
I think Matt found him when like him and Lauren went hunting.
on hunting. Yeah. I was like, Lauren, I'll come hunt with you guys.
That first place, what's it called?
Alamago.
It looked like it was like all guy groups. It looks like Bonnie Blue's waiting room.
Yeah, I have a photo of it. We'll cut it. It's just a sea of
men.
bald men. It was
insane.
It was actually like a little worrisome.
It was like kind of. It might have. Maybe Bonnie Blue was upstairs.
Yeah. Bonnie Blue was on stage.
Yeah. I like talk about her a lot on this show. Like I talk about her a lot, but like
Bonnie Blue follows Extra Dirty.
yeah,
I don't know what that
I
is.
like kind of like love that. By the way, like I tell people that often. She might unfollow us now, but like love her.
She'll probably love it.
But it was fun. Like the whole trip, it was so much fun. Gained a whole new love for Alex and Matt.
Yeah.
Lauren. Like I feel like I loved them before. I love them even more now.
Yeah, I'm like obsessed with all of them, and Lauren is so fucking funny.
Lauren's my favorite human being
It's
ever.
actually underrated how funny she is.
No, like that needs to be studied. How funny she
On
is.
the last day when they were leaving, we were
She's
just
so
like,
free. Like she's like wow.
yeah, she's so free.
Whoa.
That's a good way to put it.
She's very free spirited, which I love.
Yeah, and on the last day we were just like, she got so drunk on the last night before they left, and the next day we were just having our little yap session talking about the night, and she was like what'd you guys end up doing? And she's like, oh, like Max was with you at the hot tub, and we were like Lauren,
We're like,
you were there.
us.
She was like, what?
Yeah.
And then she remembered that she fell into the bushes while leaving our villa.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, I have some memory of it. I'm like, oh my God, Lauren.
Yeah. I almost like died in that hot tub. Remember you almost killed us?
Yeah, I had to go to bed, and I was like, Jordan, please watch her. Like she's gonna fall asleep in there. You need to.
Well, I had my tits that were keeping me afloat, but like I was passing out in the hot tub. And then you almost like threw the charger in there.
Oh my God, this was so funny.
You almost killed us all.
I was so drunk on that last night because we went to Scorpio's, and it was the fucking best night of my life. Like I
love Scorpios.
don't think I stopped jumping up and down for 4 hours. But Jordan has this massive block charger.
Sorry.
He has this massive block charger that has a socket outlet, like four different, whatever, just this huge,
It's a big charger.
Like not a little portable, big portable, mass portable. And I had it plugged into my phone, and I'm in the hot tub, not realizing my surroundings, and I like take my arm and I go and I move it over the water.
I don't think that would have done anything.
I think it would have killed us.
Really?
Hallie, that was basically a fucking microwave being dropped into, and it's literally dangling off my phone above the water, and me and Max lock eyes, and we're both like so drunk, and we're like, oh shit. Like after
Lauren,
like probably 10 seconds of
you
this,
almost killed us.
I almost killed at least 3 of us. Me, you, and Lauren would have been electrocuted.
You know I would have gone first.
I would have like just made it.
Yeah, I would have not sustained. I can barely sustain wind,
No, it was,
let alone that.
and no one reacted to it. Like
I
other
don't
than me and
remember
Max,
that.
we were like, and he was like, oh shit.
No one. I don't think I saw.
No one. Yeah, thank God. That would have been really.
I was
guys,
probably like this.
no, you were.
We kept waking up every day and we'd be like, I'm so happy to be here.
She just.
How depressed was I the last day?
Oh my God.
I almost like.
She was not okay. I've never seen you like that.
I was like, I was coming off Molly. I was like, did I do Molly? I felt like that was the come down. I was so sad to separate, and like everyone was going in different directions, and like I didn't leave my apartment or talk to anyone for 3 days after.
Yeah.
I was really down bad.
I didn't know what to do with you on the last day. Again, you were like,
I was anxious. Well, I've been drinking. I was on a fucking bendiana.
yeah, it's my favorite is when you like look at me for help. You're like, Lauren,
Well, I needed help.
can you help me? I'm like, sure, what is it? Can't say no to that.
Well, like you like to read when I need help. And I'm like, put your book down.
Oh.
And you're like,
I had like I had literally 40 pages to go, and you were like, Lauren. I was like, hold on. This book is making me mad.
I was
Just
having
give
a
me
panic
minute.
attack. The flight back, they almost didn't let me back in the US. The lady looks at me and goes,
She's like,
please renew
honey,
your passport.
please work on that. Like, shut the fuck up.
I was like,
You know.
why do you think I'm leaving? Anyways, Montauk, let's talk about it.
That was funny too.
I kissed a boy.
Hallie kissed a boy. Only kissed. Actually.
I would have done more if you guys weren't in the fucking room.
I know. I was so
like-
weird. Like, I literally screamed at him. Not at him. All
Who's
of
so
us.
weird?
Me. I was weird. I screamed at all of us.
Why?
I don't know. I was like, let's run it back. Talking about last year, Montauk, when you brought a guy home and me and Liv went into the shower to let you guys do your thing. And I just screamed in the middle of like our group being like, let's run it back.
I can't perform knowing that you guys are like hiding in the bathroom.
I know.
I would have done it in front of you, like college style.
College style. Me and
Yeah.
Liv would just been like,
You would have been annoyed.
Look at her
with
go.
the noise. He was cute though.
so cute. Hallie,
Very cute.
I'm obsessed with him for you.
Oh my god.
No, like I'm actually obsessed. He is so fucking cute.
I feel like you guys just want me to like have a boyfriend.
No.
Because I'm the only one that doesn't have one.
no.
And I like don't like that being pushed on me because it
No, no,
makes me
no.
not want one.
I
This
strongly
is
disagree.
This is propaganda I will not fall for.
I strongly disagree. If it was anyone else, he's just like so perfect for you in the sense that he has a normal job.
Yeah, he's not fucking. He doesn't have an octo buddy, hopefully.
He has a normal job. I think he's going to be really successful. I think he comes from a great family. He is friends with Jordan.
Sounds like you want to fuck him.
He's friends with Jordan.
You want to swing
He
in his
literally
direction.
looked at me and was like, I know Jordan. Like, we've met before. And I was like,
Here.
Jordan has no friends
Stars-
here.
The stars are aligning.
He was like, me and Jordan do work together. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God.
I know. I
And
was really
he's so
drunk.
cute.
He's cute.
And I think he was looking at you with like, there's like hearts spewing out of his eyes.
Oh my god. I was aggressively making out with this man all night.
Yeah.
And then
Hallie, this goes back to Hallie, like not wanting to like, wanting to be part of the conversations on the way on the post game. Hallie is full on making out with this man in the Uber ride home, and every 15 seconds coming up for air to say something.
well,
at us.
I didn't want to like be left out of their conversation because I missed you guys.
Yeah. So she would be mid makeout and then be like, well, actually, and one more thing. And then
I
go
had
back.
things to contribute to the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was like, can you come here? And you were like hanging over the back of the seats looking at us being like,
I know. There's definitely a video of us making out.
a short one. A very short one.
Yeah. That made me think like, because you're recording us making out. And I've been watching Love Island recently. This is so random that I'm thinking about this. Like, I don't know if I could like make out with someone on screen like that. Like, I would not be able to watch myself.
I mean, they also
Like,
make
some
out.
of them are really awkward.
so weird.
So awkward.
Why
like,
do
they kind of miss each other.
Oh,
And then
a lot
I'm
of
like,
them
and
lead
then I'm
with
like, oh, it's like
tongue.
nails on a chalkboard to me.
the ones that lead with tongue?
Yeah.
Like Olandria? Like literally. I'm like, what the fuck?
Not you clocking Olandria.
Happening. No, I actually have paused it to look because I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like her tongue is like, I'm like,
Yeah. I just can't. Whenever they make out, I look away.
really?
Yeah, I
You're
like don't. I
uncomfortable?
skip that part when I watch porn.
I like, Hallie.
What? It's true. Do you watch the first 6 minutes of a porno?
I feel like some people do to get them.
No, I skip to like 6 minutes 30 seconds.
I feel like some
usually.
people watch porn just for the
You get it.
storyline. Sunny.
So production gets it. We're getting a nod in the back. But like, come on. Like, do you watch the part where they're like entering the
They're like,
room?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you? I am your boss and I'm mad at you. Get on the desk.
I'm here to fix your TV.
Like, I don't want to see them kissing and they undress. Like, I don't even care about like him going down on her. Like, just get to the good parts.
Let's get to them.
But you don't even watch
No,
that kind of porn.
that's not the kind of porn I watch.
You like girl and girl porn. Like, why? Can you tell me why?
Because I just feel like,
No, I don't
Both-
think. I think it's a very relatable thing for. I think I'm in the minority here.
yeah, you're like watching like massive.
I watch very interesting genres.
Yeah, you watch what Jordan watch.
I watch some crazy.
You watch what like men watch. Strong men.
I just like, yeah,
Yeah,
it's dark, but like,
I just
I
like,
like the sensual stuff.
I like the sensual stuff, and I also like, okay, like both people here are like winning, and sometimes when I'm watching like a male, the big dick shit, the whatever, the big BBC and whatever else you want to call it, the girl looks like she's in pain.
No,
The girl looks like she's in physical pain. I like it when they're like both enjoying
Yeah,
themselves.
I like to see someone's like get their shit absolutely rocked.
Yeah. Can we talk about the pain story?
What pain story?
Graydon's friend
Now that we're talking about pain,
and people that get off to pain.
I get off to light pain, like spanking, choking, all those things I get off to. Graydon was telling me a story about someone he knows that hooked up with someone.
Yeah.
Okay. And the guy was like, I can't get hard unless I'm like in dire physical pain. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to put my nuts in between the toilet seat. And I want you to just slam down on it repeatedly. And so this girl,
She was like, how can I help you get hard? And here's what you do.
here's the formula. So this guy puts his fucking nuts in the toilet, and this girl's just fucking going off, slamming
She, like-
as hard as she can, nuts down.
He like teabagged the toilet and she just
went in, crushing his fucking nuts.
and then he was hard as could be.
And then he got hard and they fucked. She like said she didn't mind it, apparently.
I think if someone asked me, I don't know how I would react if someone asked me to do that.
I would probably do it.
You would do it.
I would do it for sure.
I think I would probably be like,
I would enjoy doing that, crushing a guy's nuts. Are you kidding me?
I would have to be
That's
really
a
drunk.
dream.
I would have to be really drunk. Soberly, I would be like,
What's the weirdest thing a guy's ever asked of you?
I wish in my past someone had asked me something really fucking weird so that I could have reacted to it, but I never crossed one of those guys.
I don't know.
My ex was really fucking boring. I asked him to pull my hair once and he was like, what? And that was my ex, so nothing ever happened there. And then all the other guys I got with, I was kind of like drunk and I think it was just normal.
Yeah, that sounds really boring to me.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of after last episode I went home to Jordan. I was like, we're gonna role play once. He was like, okay.
Yeah, I've like never, I mean, have I role played? I'm trying to think.
I think I actually want to. I think it would be really funny and fun.
I feel like you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be funny.
What role do you want to assume? You've thought about it. I'm sure you've already ordered an outfit. She's on fucking Etsy right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna like post some Instagram in it.
No, literally. You should film it and show me.
I will. I think I want to. I don't know. I honestly haven't thought about it that far, but I want to be like some kind of like Slavic bitch.
Like I think you should do like a red wig.
Yeah. Remember that red wig I
and, like,
did
black
once?
lipstick.
Like a Russian spy.
And like meet at like the Spaniard.
Wait, I have an amazing idea. I'm gonna be like
You
a
meet at the
Russian spy.
Spaniard.
I'm gonna be a Russian spy, and we're gonna have like all these like code words. Yeah, and he's like an American spy.
And like go to Chez Margot.
Yeah.
And he's like an
And you're
American
gonna see
spy.
me there, and you're gonna go to me and be like, "Hey, fish," and be like, "Mm-mm,
I am Svetlana.
not tonight. Not tonight. This is shit."
Oh shit.
This is another. We talked about this last time that everything my
shit.
parents like whenever something's bad, they go, "This is shit." And Graydon loved it so much. All trip, he was like, "Shit,
Food shit.
shit."
Drink shit.
Stairs, shit.
Wind shit.
It was just so funny. So if you see me in a red wig at Chez Margot, don't come up to me.
I can't say hi. What if
I'm in full character.
I can be your accomplice?
Yeah, you'll be my
Yes.
little German spy.
Sometimes I want to make a sex tape and like release it.
Wait, we actually talked about this.
Yeah, I think it'd be good for my.
But what
personal
was
brand.
your Wait, let's not like tell the people now because maybe you actually will do it
What?
to launch. Hallie was like, I'm gonna start a company and launch it with my sex tape.
I would do that.
Yeah.
But like, what company am I? Wait, what we were talking about a company.
We were talking about it when you were with the vodka. You were like, I'll just be like, I'll be standing over some guy pouring the vodka on his body.
I don't remember this. But like, yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
And I'm just like fucking myself in the ass with the bottle.
Yep, that's exactly what you said. Yep.
That would be beautiful, but I think I would lose some brand deals.
You were like, it's gonna be like produced like the Jay Alvarez one.
I think that was really smart.
The shit that we talk about, like, I hope no one overheard us on the plane. We're like
What were we
screaming it.
What were we talking about on the plane?
This.
I mean, I just like, we talk about sex a lot. We talk about cream pies a lot.
We talk about cream pies. I
I love a cream pie.
we really
a cream
are
pie king.
Sex in the City. Carrie and
Yeah, you're a little more
Samantha.
wholesome than me, but you still like sex. But like, not really. You only had sex once on that trip.
okay. It's not that I don't like sex.
I hate sex.
When
sex
I am
shame her.
drunk, I don't want to Like,
That's when I get the most like creative.
I know. I I agree.
I'm like, what?
But I know.
Yay,
No.
let's
I
go.
completely agree. But me and Jordan like do not like we need our rest. So we've been dating for so long now that like we both are gonna get drunk. We both know we can't finish. Do we want to not finish or do we want to just like go to bed? We're gonna choose bed. But sometimes if it's an earlier night, we'll get creative. But we were going to bed so late there and we were waking up so early. We were waking up like 8:30, 9. I was like, I value my sleep over how creative we can get in Greece right now.
She values sleep over sex.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah. See, I'm the complete
We had sex
opposite.
during the day.
Remember when I was going on that bender when I was just having a complete fuck fast with that guy? I wasn't sleeping for days.
What guy?
The guy. The bender
Yeah,
guy.
but you were also like, it was like fresh and fun. I don't know if you
And I would do it again for a fucking check.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm glad that it ended because I was like going 48 hours with just like fucking and then not sleeping or eating.
Yeah.
And just like up all night doing God knows what.
He was not good for you.
And a lot of cardio.
And a lot of cardio.
A lot of cardio.
Yeah. No wonder your phone was on Do Not Disturb and I didn't hear from you for 48 hours.
Yeah. But I was enjoying myself.
Mm.
And I was coming.
And I had no idea that he was even there.
It's funny because like when I hook up with someone, like I don't tell you.
You don't tell me.
I'll be like, do you know Greg? And she'll be like, who are you
Who's
talking
Greg?
about?
She's like, oh, this guy I got with. I was like, huh?
And I'll be like, the guy I fucked last weekend. She's like, who the fuck are you talking about? Like I have so many random side quests like no one knows about.
And you talk about them so casually.
I just like in my head I like told you.
Right.
I was like,
our
you
brains
should know
went
about
like
Greg.
They should know about Greg.
I like want to have like a fling this summer, I think.
I think it should be sexy
We'll
man.
see.
Sexy Hamptons man.
It has to come naturally. It can't be pushed on me or I will resent him.
Well, you saw the text messages. He actually suggested it. Jordan texted him because I was like, Jordan, we had the most fun with him. You know him. You work with him.
He's gonna love this episode.
Yeah, well, we're talking all good things. And
Yeah.
I was like, Jordan's gonna love this episode.
No, the kid we're talking
Oh,
about.
the kid we're talking about. Yeah, and I was like, can you text him that like we had the best time with him? And Jordan texted him being like, the girls loved hanging out with you, and he suggested like a proper double date.
So on this double date, how does payment work? Because usually when I go
the
out,
boys pay.
Oh, is that how it's gonna go? Because
Yeah.
Jordan usually Venmo requests me.
No.
Very at speed.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking into camera one. At you, Jordan.
He does do
Venmo
that.
requesting me
He does do that.
at the speed of lightning.
Yeah, but I do that too. But
You're a girl. You're a girl.
He would. The boys would cover our meal,
Okay.
and then Jordan would probably Venmo.
Oh, because Jordan's covering your half, and
Jordan is covering my half, and then he would
He's-
cover your half.
He might not like that. We're already assuming he's gonna pay for half the meal.
Yeah. Which one?
The one
Both of them?
that we haven't even gone out. Both of them.
The one that doesn't know that he's going on a
We're already
double
like
date with us yet.
we're already like planning how they're gonna Venmo request each other.
Yeah.
Like put the cards.
Jordan will Venmo request him. Jordan will
Probably.
put his card down.
down to get the points.
Maybe he can expense it. Maybe it'll be a work.
I mean, it
dinner.
technically couldn't he expense it?
Yeah.
I'm technically
they
his
use
client.
his software at their company, so maybe.
Yeah.
And you're a client.
I'm a client.
So maybe
That's kind of nice.
I'm the only one that's gonna have to pay.
It's a business meal.
Yeah, but I really love this idea of a double date, and I
Okay,
think
fine.
and I'm actually not pushing him on you. I think he's the kind of guy where like he was watching you and you were being you and he was just smiling. And,
Oh, that's sweet.
You know?
I was really fucked up.
Yeah, and he was like,
I remember him just being like,
exactly.
and I was like,
you were like, exactly. And he was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, she's so cute.
I need to I'm trying to cut back on drinking this summer.
When?
Like after the holidays.
After the 4th.
And then there's a week after that.
You're so funny when you're like, I'm not going to drink till Tuesday.
I am not going to drink until tomorrow.
Until Tuesday.
Well, I have events and stuff, but I don't want to I do get a little dependent on alcohol to be social and loosen up a little bit because I get anxious.
I get that.
But that's just me being real. But I don't want to
Most
be
people have
like that. most people are like that, but I don't know if most people would admit that. And I go to a lot of social events, so I don't want to feel like super dependent. And I think I need to like cut back on drinking martinis and maybe just like drink white wine or something. Maybe I'm gonna try to do that in Nantucket, so I can at least see straight. Like I think that's what scares off guys a lot. Imagine like you see a pretty girl from the back of the head and then just like turn around. I'm like.
Hallie the other night was being so fucking funny. We went to dinner with one of our friends, and his bit sometimes is just to kind of be like the bit is like they're gonna end up together one day.
The bit? I don't think it's a bit. He wants to fuck me.
He wants to fuck you, but he makes it into a laughing matter. And Hallie looks at him and she goes, "One of these days, it'll happen. But you should pounce when you can't make eye contact with me."
Yeah, I said you strike when my eyes are going in different directions. That's when you strike and then you penetrate.
Like that was so fucking funny.
Yeah, that's true though. That's
so true. Yeah, but it was just so funny.
It was hilarious.
It was just so funny the moment we were all dying laughing.
But like I want to be able to like also like see into the crowd.
Yeah.
And like hunt.
Fair.
When I'm at a level of like drunkenness, I just literally want to talk to Lauren and whoever's like in with it. Just Lauren, actually. I don't want to talk to anyone else.
I know. You start to look at that's kind of in the past when back in the day when we were going out a lot. Like I knew you were ready to go home when we would only talk to me, and you just look at me.
It's always like that though.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Jordan and now it's Liv.
Mm-hmm.
And like on the trip it was Alex, Matt, and Lauren. Like I just wanted to like talk to you guys. And like if another guy tried to like come in and like take time away from me talking to my friends, then I would get sad and annoyed. Mm-hmm. And then he would rue. But I need to be better just being like more open, I guess.
Yeah.
Because when was the last time I had sex? Am I in a drought? I am in a little bit of a drought. I had sex last month.
You would have had sex this weekend if we weren't in the room. Like if we weren't all staying in one room together, you would have had sex.
I had a feeling that was going to happen.
That
I would be confronted with dick and I wouldn't be able to conquer it because of the rooming situation.
I mean, that's fair. If you had gone to bed with him while we were outside by the fire, but you didn't want to miss the friendship time.
Yeah. I didn't want to miss the friendship. Also, like, I'm not like a quick fuck.
Oh.
It would have been a whole night thing.
Period.
A production.
You do go until like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
She'll like text me and be like, "I'm just going to bed now." It's like 9 a.m. Like, what were you doing? She goes, "Fucking all day." Like, it's 9 a.m. What?
You're like going to work on like a random Wednesday. I'll be like, I haven't slept yet.
Yeah. No, this is actually true. Like, Hallie, it was 11 a.m.
No, yeah, I remember. And I had to go meet up with my parents. And I was like strung the fuck out.
It's like in the office.
Like, I had bruises all over my body. And my neck was like broken. I was like hanging from the chandeliers, chain smoking cigarettes all night between like having sex on the rug.
Because he was afraid of beds.
My legs were all like cut up.
Oh my God.
I had low iron too, so I still do, but like I was really bruised.
You having sex is like someone going to war. Like I'm actually like
it is.
It's like me being kidnapped.
I'm like low-key an animal. I'm like animalistic.
Yeah. It's insane.
I don't know. Either that or I'm like a dead fish.
Or I'm just like a dainty fucking flower. I don't know.
I'm also just like can be thrown around easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of need a lot of muscle behind picking me up.
I wasn't implying that, by the way.
What?
That there needs to be a lot of muscle to pick you up.
Oh, I didn't think that you were.
Yeah, I think a really skinny man could pick me up.
I think so too.
I think Jordan could throw me the fucking roof.
Jordan,
like, and make an imprint.
Jordan would throw her literally through like
to the roof deck. Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about the lake house? And you'd be like, "You're hot. You're so hot."
Oh, when I hit on Liv's boyfriend
before they were dating.
Yeah. I was so high, and I'm not good high. And I was
the whole
like,
story makes it seem like you get high all the time. She does not get high all the time.
Hallie doesn't smoke
There's
weed.
And
these are reasons why I don't.
Exactly.
This is one of them.
Exactly.
We're all playing cards. We're all so stoned. I was trying to like fit in with the boys and like be so pick me and like smoke with the boys. And like I got really stoned with the boys. And I just like looked at Lauren's friend who is now dating Liv. He's very attractive. And I just like had thought in my mind as I was looking, I was like, you're hot.
No, but she like,
like
she's kind of like sitting back into like a sunken couch, and she gets up. Like you physically stood up.
I don't remember this part.
You're like, you're so hot.
And then I sat back down and no one reacted because everyone was high too. And Lauren was just like, that was really embarrassing.
And I was not. So I was like taking it all in and watching. And I was like,
maybe later.
Yeah. And he was like,
he's like scared of me.
He might be.
No, like he used to be. Maybe not anymore now that we know him well.
Right.
But like he used to like look at me like so scared. Like as if I was going to bite his head off.
Hallie.
Am I a scary person?
No, he's just so like, he's
just a sweet.
He's just so sweet.
Yeah. And I'm like aggressive, I guess.
Yeah. He's so not used to it. And he was
and
like.
He looks at me like this. Like how you look at strangers on the street.
Yeah. Like homeless men that scream at you and you're like,
yeah.
That was that. That was funny.
That was funny.
We're gonna run that back.
Yeah, we're gonna
go
run
to
that
Lake
trip
House.
back.
So much fun.
Okay, Lauren.
Hi.
That was a beautiful episode. And I just like love sharing all these memories. We have to like share more together.
Okay. We will.
I think we will. If a bus doesn't hit me fucking tomorrow.
Our problem is that we in how do I say this? Like we always have so much shit to talk about, but then when we actually come and sit down, it's all happening in the moment, and we're like, we need to get better at writing it down.
I was so good about writing things down on that trip.
You were writing everything down.
I was like, write that down. Scribble, scribble,
Imagine
scribble.
I like come out with a pen and a pencil.
No, yeah. You should just bring your computer you should have brought your computer to Scorpios, and we should have been building that episode right then and there.
Right there.
But anyways, we're going to make this into 2 episodes because we didn't realize how much we were yapping for. So come back next week for the second half. We talked about...
There was no stopping us.
There was no stopping us this episode. I'm scared for the text I'm going to receive, but this was fun. As always, you can watch me on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment. I love you guys. And as always, I'll see you next week. And this was so much fun. Bye.
Bye.
Lauren, say goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Kyle. Love you guys.